Hi Libra, this is a timeless channeled message for you. So whenever you're finding this reading, it was meant for you, although I am posting it at the end of January 2022. It is good primarily for Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, or Mercury placement of Libra and tropical astrology, but it could resonate anywhere where you have Libra in your natal chart, or perhaps if Libra falls in a specific house of the 12 houses for you, it could be picking up on that part of your life. So be open-minded with about what part of your life this might resonate for. Again, it's timeless. It's also general, so it might not hit it for everyone that watches. So be open-minded about that. If this isn't meant for you, just leave it behind. If you want to book a private reading with me, Libra, the link to my website for tarot and the other services I offer is in my website, and that's down in the description below. If you're new, welcome to Soma, Chandra, Libra. This channel is just for Libra and also for Sagittarius. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I do read for all 12 Zodiac signs. Again, let me say that again. I do read for all 12 Zodiac signs, and I do that on my other channel, Soma, Chandra, Tarot. Libra, when I looked at this reading as a whole, it reminded me of a tagline that is actually a statement that has been on my Facebook page, my private Facebook page, for over a decade now, which is conviction plus passivity equals strength of character. I think that right now and very soon, you may have to stand up to some arbitrary authority and someone that may be trying to control you or restrict you in some way. That's coming into the near future. But I see all this beautiful positive movement for you. I used a bunch of different decks too. So to explain what's going on around you, you're having a moment of enlightenment. This is Pisces energy. You're seeing things in a way that you never have before. I think right now your perception is changing as well. The cards that fell out immediately from my Chakra Oracle deck, the first two cards were Miracle and Gratitude. Some of you are about to experience something that feels like a miracle. You will be very grateful for it. Someone may be grateful to you and they haven't been in a long time, and you may go, wow, that's a damn miracle right there. These two are hugging, they're happy to be together. You will experience some sort of small miracle, I think, that you will be very grateful for. Also, perception and forgiveness came out. With perception and enlightenment, Libra, I think that right now you are suddenly, this is what enlightenment brings. This is what the hangman and enlightenment brings. Enlightenment and perception. I was like, that's the hangman. That's the lesson of the hangman, where you just pause and surrender and you suddenly perceive something in a totally different way. This may come with a forgiveness. You may be able to finally forgive a person for something that doesn't necessarily mean that what they did was okay, and that you're not making it okay for them. You're just forgiving them. You perceive the situation for what it really is. I feel like these two are unrelated. This may have to do with something from your childhood with forgiveness here. You may be perceiving yourself in a whole new way and forgiving yourself, feeling miracles around you, feeling gratitude. It's all based on enlightenment and the way you perceive things. I really like that for you. So they wanted me to use the Psychic Tarot, which eliminates court cards, pages, knights, kings, and queens, and it helps me hyper-focus and super-focus on just you. So in the recent past, we have the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Wands, accelerated motion, and victory and success. Very recently, you came across an idea or had a breakthrough of some kind, like the hand of God gives you that light bulb moment. There could have been some kind of a breakthrough in communication between yourself or someone else, or you've suddenly had a rapid, sudden onset of feeling successful, being successful. Some of you might have gotten a new job or had a really important breakthrough in communication, found a piece of information that caused a lot of positive, accelerated motion in your life. It made you feel very victorious and very successful, the Six of Wands. I really like that. Recent past. Current energy, I was like, well, thank God, this is beautiful. The Three of Swords in reverse, heartache and loss in reverse, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, financial and material changes, and then truth. This is judgment, Scorpio energy here, an awakening and a truth. I like the scales are here. Right now, Libra, you are really coming out of a time of heartache and loss. It's still here for you, but you're focusing on optimism. A lot of you are also overcoming any financial material challenges that you've had. You're coming out of the red and into the black. You're freeing yourself from a sense of spiritual impoverishment, physical impoverishment. I see you mending heartbreak, refocused on self-esteem and healing. You're having this moment of truth. You're having these breakthroughs. You will have a rapid, sudden onset and spiritual growth, I think, as well. It's all because of your perception of reality, seeing miracles around you, being grateful, having a moment where simply the way you perceive something changes the way you experience it and the way you react to it. And it allows you to be more forgiving and understanding. In the near future, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, your destiny. I have Authority, which is the Emperor in reverse, and Obstacles and Challenges, which is the Five of Wands, I think. Yeah. And that's in reverse, Obstacles and Challenges. So, and I did clarify this Emperor. So your luck and your fate and your destiny are changing. You have found a truth. And you realize that your destiny is in your own hands. You're very aware of space and time. You realize that you cannot control everything around you. When destiny comes out, when the wheel comes out, we kind of realize that the world is expanding and moving around us, and we can only control ourselves and go with the flow. You are expanding. This is Jupiter energy. But we have the Emperor in reverse. This may be a person around you that exerts their will and power upon you unnecessarily. This may be a divorce or a breakup of some kind. You may be challenging yourself in regards to your ability to use logic and reason, because the Emperor does represent authority, but he represents logic, reason, structure, control. It is a divine masculine energy. It can be a father figure as well. You are trying to get control of your life here, but it means maybe standing up to some other people and their rules and their need to control you. There is someone around you that wants to control you. I wanted more information about the Emperor, and I used the Kim Krans Wild Unknown Archetype deck. So this is difficult for you to deal with because the Five of Wands is in reverse, which is obstacles and challenges. We have to cross this bridge, right? It's not that far down and it's not that far of a jump, but it's difficult to make this leap here. I also get the sense that based on the clarification cards, you are choosing not to stand here and try to control other people, because that's not healthy, and you don't want other people to control you. You're also, I think there's a lot of inner conflict for you, but I get the sense that the Five of Wands in reverse here is more of a positive thing where you're just going to say, look, you and I don't see eye to eye. We have differences of opinions. I am not going to compete with you, and I'm not going to cross this bridge with you. This person may be doing this with you, or you may be doing that with them. So I clarified it and I was like, okay, what's with this Emperor in reverse? It's still going in the direction it's meant to be going. It's still bringing change and expansion. This is about karma, which are cycles that we play out many times over out of necessity to learn a lesson. It is said that human beings can be a little redundant, but that's because it takes us a long time to have an expansion. It's still part of your destiny. So I had a couple cards come out here. The Eight of Cups, someone is walking away. Six of Pentacles, paying someone what you owe them. It's something about equal give and take. You may be breaking some kind of a contract with someone, but with truth and destiny and this Ace of Swords and these more negative cards in reverse, I feel it is correct. Walking away, paying someone something, but then the Five of Swords and the Page of Cups. Now, this may be a person that you owe something to and you will not unbalance your scales. Or maybe they walked away, breadcrumbed you, gave you just what they wanted to, and you're angry with them. It could be about a child. Or someone's mad, they keep coming back. Someone's coming back. They want more, they want something else. They have a bit of an immature side to them. You may need to fight, Libra, because this person might be saying, I'm emotionally unavailable to you. Fine, here's all I owe you. I don't want to be happy. I want to be right. And you may be going, but why not? Watch out that you don't continue to come back to a person that competes with you, doesn't care about your feelings, just gives you what they think they owe you, or bare minimum. I'm getting kind of a bare minimum energy off the Six of Pentacles, and then walks away. This could be a cycle that keeps being played out. But because Destiny and the Wheel is in the upright, apparently it's still necessary to keep playing it out. Looks like you might not be willing to break the cycle yet. From our point of view here on Earth, it's like, oh no, that's bad. But from the universal perspective, I almost feel like your guides are kind of shrugging and saying, this is just what they're going to do. They just need to play this out. But there is conflict over how much is being given before someone walks away. I wanted to know the archetypal energy that you were working with or that was around you. The first two cards that came out, this is an archetype deck that tells us archetype energy. I have the Unseen and the Mirror. The Mirror is narcissistic energy, where we look in the mirror and we see only what we want to see. Someone looks in the mirror and sees only what they want to see, and yet they also feel unseen. You may be or have been in a narcissistic codependent relationship, or there may be some emotional dysregulation and this could be a complex post-trauma response. Watch out for feeling unseen and then looking at yourself in the mirror and painting a picture for yourself that lacks clarity. This is like smoke and mirrors with the mirror. It's really important to look yourself in the mirror. If you're feeling unseen by another person, it's because you're not seeing yourself. When these two cards come out, I feel like the advice is don't expect any external validation for how you want to be seen. It's up to you to see yourself. Because I feel like there's a person that is not seeing you, that's just fighting with you. And then they maybe come back and start the cycle all over again, or you do. There's a truth that's not being seen. The storm came in reverse. So to break this pattern would cause a storm. Except the storm is in reverse. Someone is avoiding a storm here. You might be dealing with a very narcissistic person and you just don't want to have the storm with them. Then I got the Comic in the upright and the Warrior in reverse. I was like, oh, that's a lot of cards. Apocalypse is also in reverse at the bottom of the deck. What I see here is you might be in a relationship of some kind or in a situation where you're not being 100% honest with yourself about your own perception of yourself or your perception of this person, or just a narcissistic person that you do not want to have a storm with, because when you're dealing with people or a person that's just controlling, when you're dealing with a person like that, at any age, you end up just tiptoeing around them and avoiding the storm because they're human wrecking balls. Instead, you're using humor to deal with the situation. I actually saw another card from another Oracle deck when the Comic came out. It's Hyena, which they are very witty. They have a lot of bite. When the Comic or Hyena come out, they have a lot of bite. They're very witty. They're very humorous. But they laugh things off like, oh, this is really killing me. Ha ha ha. Humor is sometimes a diversionary tactic that we use to make less of a situation that is otherwise not okay. So watch out for using humor and laughing off your own behavior and other people's behavior. But the Comic can take a situation and brighten it. Like this is the energy of the clown. Someone may use humor as a coping mechanism. It can be used in a more constructive way. But with Warrior in reverse, I see that you might either be afraid to be a warrior in the storm, Or there is a fight that when warrior comes in reverse, the original message, as Kim Krantz wrote it, is someone is fighting just to fight. They're not fighting a good fight. They're fighting because they just want to win, or they don't pick constructive battles. I get the sense, though, that you're just avoiding a storm. You might not believe that you're a true warrior. You may instead use humor to divert a person's attention away from a real problem, or they do that with you. But with Mirror in the upright, they're very good at casting smoke and changing the way people perceive things. You are on a path of enlightenment. You may also get to a place where you forgive this person. Not that you make it okay with them, but it's like, I know why they are this way. I don't have to deal with them, but I know why they're this way. And your perception just shifts. This could be the energy of the person around you. Apocalypse is in reverse. Also, apocalypse is an extinction level event. It's like the tower. It clears everything and wipes the slate clean so that Mother Nature and planet Earth can rebalance its ecosystems, rebalance the atmosphere, and begin anew. But in reverse, it's like it didn't work. I feel like someone might be refusing to let a tower fall in some way. I also see the temple in reverse down here as well, which is worshiping something that shouldn't be worshipped. Watch out for spiritual bypassing, which is using spiritual concepts to bypass your reality or letting other people do that. Watch out for putting someone up on a pedestal that doesn't deserve it. Someone may feel kicked out of a temple as well, but I like the way you're going to handle it, Libra. I love this. I'm like, okay, I see a pattern being played out here. You've had all this accelerated, wonderful motion, standing in the truth. You know where the Wheel of Fortune is taking you. Yeah. I feel like they just told me you walked away and gave someone only what they deserved, and now they're mad and they want to come back. But you're not going to let this pull you backwards, because the Eight of Swords is in reverse. I'm like, when I saw this, I was like, what are they going to do? What are they going to do now? Eight of Swords in reverse. Well, you're not going to stay trapped in fear. That fear is still here to trap you, but you see what's limiting you. You're like, I am not a prisoner in a cage. I'm not a bird in a cage. I know that staying all trapped in my head and overthinking the shit out of this is doing nothing for me. I'm going to face my mental conflict. He has a decision to make. You're not avoiding it. You're not at the impasse. You're like, nope, this could easily trap me in my head. Not today, Satan. I know I have a choice to make. I'm a bit avoidant. I'm at a bit of an impasse. I do have a lot of mental conflict. I'm conflicted here. I'm intellectually conflicted is what I see. But you're not going to shy away from it. You're going to face it. It's not easy, though. It will not be easy. I was like, what is the choice that they need to make? What is your choice right now that you have been a bit avoidant of? You're not trapped in your head about it, but now you're like, okay, I got to face the choice. I've come so far. I got to face the choice. And I have the Magician, the Nine of Swords, and Temperance. I got chills. I have to make a plan. I have to hustle. No one's going to do this for me. Nobody. I can do this. I'm going to gather my resources. What do I have? What do I not have that I need? Do I need another skill? Do I need more of something? I'm going to claim my personal power, and I'm going to make something happen here. I'm going to manifest. Manifest is a verb. It is a doing. He's not sitting down and he's working alone. Oh my God, this sucks. I see someone building up stress tolerance here. Is it easy? No. No, it's not. There is no duck and weave here. The Magician is like, I have to manifest through this stress. The time is now, is what I just heard. Temperance, bringing peace and balance into my life. I have got to do something about my mental anguish, sleepless nights, and worry, and bring balance and peace. Temperance is the angel of the divine, the angel that walks among you. Sagittarius energy. Being calm. Being passive, determining the purpose, and being patient. This is difficult for you to do. Yeah, you have to make a choice that will involve you being the catalyst for change while also being stressed the hell out while you do it and bringing peace and balance into your life. Temperance does have a hard time facing something. Sagittarius is a beautiful sign, wonderful energy. They have many wonderful strengths, but if they have a weakness, it is being avoidant of deep, difficult emotions. This does not mean that they are not deep. This does not mean that they are incapable. They just don't like them. They're like, oh, that's kind of a sticky situation. Like Scorpio, they'll go deep. Aries, they'll stand up and fight. Sag is like, can't we all just get along? I think you are going to be passive right now. You're just trying to maintain calm and make a plan. This is the choice that you have to make. And you know this because it's not a good fight. It's a storm that never stops brewing. You've been using humor to deal with it. And that, I think, because the comic came in the upright, that's not bad. But don't let it the comic will dismiss heavy emotions. But you've been dealing with a situation where you feel unseen, and when you look in the mirror, you see a distorted version of reality. This is cognitive dissonance. Look it up. Or you're dealing with a person that does this to you. I know you don't want to do the storm, but I think that this is what you're going to have to do in the near future. This is the fated cycle that will play out. I think the way you are handling it is going to be good. The advice to help you get through this, Wisdom of the Tao, Volume 1. They wanted me to use Volume 1. I highly recommend these decks. You can use them for virtually any subject matter, you guys. Karma. Karma came out. This is a cycle of karma. This will help you learn. So when karma cycles come, they are cycles that are eerily familiar. They have repeated in different ways before, but the cycle of birth and death, action and reaction, compromise our universe. Your situation arose from past karmic connections. This is about a past karmic connection. The opportunity to create good karma is now. All past life influences are working toward a final balance. Accept what is. You have to accept what is. Break that mirror, shatter the mirror, okay? This is about past karmic connections that need to be wrapped up. And you have an opportunity to create good karma now. You're already standing in truth. You're already off to a good start here. Also transformation. Yeah, Scorpio energy. A cycle that has completed itself is ready to regenerate. Okay, here we go. It is going to regenerate. Profound change must occur for the good. Transformation and rebirth are on their way. Become a seminal part of this force and grow. Yeah, look. You have a chance to grow from this. I feel as though some of you are about to play out a pattern that you have already played out, maybe with this same person or another person. If you want to move towards a cycle of dharma, you must go through this cycle of karma. And you have to be a seminal part in it, okay? Because the cycle is completed and it's ready to regenerate. So if you want something good to happen, change does have to occur. You're going to have to deal with something differently. This might also be a kill 'em with kindness. Yeah, or someone's trying to do that with you. There is change brewing, but victory. Congratulations on your victory. You have pursued a goal to fruition. This is fulfillment, completion, and arrival from a long journey. Some of you will complete a long journey. Maybe even a physical journey, a travel journey. Remain connected with the bigger mission in life and prepare to embark upon the next adventure. Don't get lost in the details right now, Libra. Remain connected to a bigger picture. Yeah, that'll help you make the right choices. I just heard someone say, if you have a choice to make, ask yourself, when I make this choice, how's it going to impact me 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 5 years from now? You're going towards victory, very much so. There will be this fulfillment and an arrival and a completion, but stay connected to the bigger mission. You're not getting off the train. You're not getting off the wheel. You're going to go on to the next adventure. You have this moment to create change. And seeing things from a different point of view has really helped. Now, with the Eight of Wands in reverse, actually, this is the Eight of Swords. No, I don't know what this is. I don't know. Positive movement forward. There is going to be a lag in movement. Okay. There was an accelerated motion, but there's going to be slow movement forward. Slow. I do have the Fool here as well. You do have a whole new journey you can take. And the Seven of Cups, lots of choices ahead of you. That's beautiful. Questions to ask yourself. This is the Soul Truth deck. It is so therapeutic and so helpful if you really work with this deck and answer these questions and do some journaling. Apparently, answering these questions will help you make decisions better and play out this cycle that will lead to growth. Do I surround myself with people who lift me up? This was in reverse. So the answer to that might have been or is no. Ask yourself, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? Or are you being dragged into stress? Are you talking about negative things? Are you living in the past? Are you trauma bonding? Are people bringing you down? Are you letting them? It's who you hang with, Libra. The people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Well, to a large degree, that's true. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? Your action is make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself and clarify if there is anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? Yes. I would do this, Libra. This is your soul action. Make a list of what are the qualities and characteristics of people that you want to surround yourself with. How many people in your life aren't making the list? Can you love them from a distance? You don't have to cut them off, but maybe hold them at arm's length. Yeah. Who are you hanging with? You may be struggling with this. And also, am I willing? There is something that you have to do. The choice is yours. Are you willing to make this choice to get out of your head? It looks like you're trying. You are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is a risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is somewhat certain and vulnerability is a requirement. So you won't get 100% victory. You'll experience a victory, but you might not get everything you want. There will be something that you perceive as a failure. It's interesting. You have miracles and gratitude and victory, but Spirit's saying, hey, you're not going to get everything you want here. That's why it's so stressful for you to make the right choice. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Be brave, follow your heart's compass, and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra is, it's possible. The only thing holding you back is your own will. You're going to have to stretch, Libra. You're going to have to do something that you're not used to doing, that you don't really want to do. You're going to have to deal with some failure, vulnerability, imperfections. Welcome to Earth. Welcome to Earth, ladies and gentlemen. That is what it is. But if you stretch yourself to a whole new level of belief and you honestly assess whether or not you're willing, it could make all the difference. You have this chance to see things completely differently now and take a leap of faith towards recapturing originality and happiness and a lightheartedness again. It's going to be slow going, but you've come so far. It looks like there's this one cycle that needs to be played out. It will put you in a place where you're forced to make a choice and get out of your head and bring this peace and calm into your life. It is hard to break cycles. People always say, but I want to be peaceful and calm. If that were true, you'd stop making decisions that led to the opposite. Do you really want it? Prove it. The Magician will prove it, and Temperance will lead the way. You will be victorious. Yeah. All right, Libra, that's your channeled message. If this resonates with you, I hope it helps you. You can always book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. The link to my website is down in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. Take care. I love you. I'll see you next time.